As a child, dolls have always given me the creeps, especially the old porcelain ones. If you like this look, keep watching and I will show you how I created this look step by step. First, I applied a primer all over my face. This will help keep the makeup on all day and make the application a lot smoother. To begin, you will need a white kohl pencil to draw an irregular shape that will resemble a shattered porcelain on half of your face. For this part, I'm using Fascinating Eye Kohl Pencil by MAC. Make sure the kohl pencil has a smooth top for easy application, as you don't want to poke yourself. Some Halloween stores also sell white makeup crayons, which also work great. Next, I'm going to apply a white cream makeup base all over the other half of my face. You want to work this product in thin layers to avoid cakiness. I usually do about 3 to 4 layers to get a nice full white coverage. Continue applying down your neck and décolleté as well. When working around the eyes, you want to stay as gentle as possible. So I'm using a makeup sponge to pat the cream under my eyes. Next, I'm going to use the same white eye pencil and line the inner rim of my eye. Be very careful when doing this and do not use the cream makeup inside the eyes. Now I'm going to take makeup wipes and clean up around the shattered edges. Once you're done, you need to set the porcelain side of the face with some loose translucent powder. Here I'm using Laura Mercier's translucent powder. This will help set the makeup. Now it's time to work on the interior side of the shattered crack. Begin by applying your foundation inside the shattered area. Try not to go too close to the white edges. Then I will apply a concealer under my eyes by NARS called Custard. I'm going to pat it gently under my eye and blend it with the rest of my foundation at the same time. Next, I'm going to use an eye primer by Benefits in medium deep shade all over my lids. However, you can use any drugstore brand you like. For this look, I want my eyebrows to stand out, so I'm going to fill them in with my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in Mahogany. You can use any eyeshadow that's closest to your eyebrow and hair color. Now to really pop those eyebrows out, I'm going to add Ignite Cream Contour from Motive Sculpt Series Fire using a small brush and apply it directly under my eyebrows and blend it out. Now I will use my eyeshadow palette Naked 2 from Urban Decay and use the color Tease and apply that directly inside my crease and blend it out. Now to add more depth, I'm using Busted from the same palette and using a very tiny thin brush, I'm making a line right in the middle of the crease and blending it out. This will give the eye a deeper crease and more definition. Next, I'll use the color Verve directly under the crease on the lids to pop those lids out. Dolls have big eyes, and for that you will need to line those lids with a black eyeliner. I'm using Black Track Fluid Line from MAC and I apply this gel using an angle brush from the inner corner to the outer corner. I've also lined the bottom lower lid to add more intensity to my eyes. I'm going to complete the eyes by adding some waterproof mascara and then put on some false lashes. I'm also creating an illusion of falsies by taking some liquid black liner and creating soft strokes of lines just under the bottom of my lashes. When I contour using the dry method, I always use 3 shades to give the gradient effect, and the best palette so far that I've tried is Kat Von D. I really like the texture and smoothness of these powders, so first I'll begin with Shadow Play, and I'll place this color in the hollows of my cheekbones and slightly above. Don't worry if you get some of this color on the white part, you can always go back in and recolor the white part later. Above the shadow play, I'll use Lucid and merge the colors together. And then on top, I'll use Lyric, which goes pretty much right under the eye as it's a very light yellowish color. This will really help bring out your cheekbones. Next, I'm using my all-time favorite highlighter, Opal by Becca. This is by far the best highlighter, hands down. But you can use any highlighter you like. Just make sure it has some sort of iridescent to it, so it can give you that glow effect. If you have oily skin, you may want to skip this step. I almost forgot to contour my nose. Can't forget that, as that is the most important feature to contour. Don't forget to blend the sides. I'm using the same highlighter under my brow bone as well as on the bridge of my nose to really accentuate my features. To complete this look, a really nice bright lipstick is very important, so I'm using All Fired Up by MAC with Lip Liner Heroine. Again, you can use any brand you like, just make sure the color you choose is bright and it complements your skin tone. And of course, don't forget to add some blush that also complements your lipstick. Now it's time for the fun part. Let's make this shattered crack look more real, shall we? To do that, you will need any black kohl eye pencil or any black makeup crayon and start outlining the edges of the shatter. The reason why I use a kohl or crayon is so that we can go back in after and blend out the edges to create that gradient effect, which will also make the shatter or crack look more real. Make sure to blend inwards away from the white part. Now to conceal this kohl pencil from smudging further, I'm using black liquid liner and going over the pencil. Make sure to go all the way around. This not only conceals but also adds to the shattered effect. Using the same liquid black eyeliner, create curvy, squiggly lines coming out from each corner of the crack to give that shattered look. You don't have to be perfect, the messier the better. And now to really make this look creepy, I've added some bright blue contacts from the Halloween store. Time to complete the look. I'm going to blow dry my hair, tease it like crazy, and then pin it halfway up. I also added this funky bow that I picked up at the Halloween store to add to my hair. So I didn't have an actual doll costume, so what I did was I placed tissue inside both of my sleeves to give it that puffy vintage dress look. I also brought some hair to the front to complete the look. And there you have it, a cracked porcelain doll look. I hope you liked my tutorial. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Until next time, have a spooky Halloween.